Alright then. We're back in this game, that's for sure. Now, I'm curious of how the stream is gonna look like, that's for sure. I'm gonna keep it on the thing. I'm gonna see if I move around and see if anything happens, like the bitrate or whatever. Let's see how long my Diabloceratops actually lives. Oh wow! Looking at the stream, well, there was a bit of a lag spike there, but let me see. I'm keeping on the phone just for a little bit, just to see if there's any big lag spikes. But it looks like it's fine. Wow, I actually did a good job. If that's the case, then my streams are gonna be a lot better now than ever. Finally, I'm actually making some steps forward. Oh boy, it's been a while. Ever since I joined that group, it's been a while. I had to join into the aisle without most likely some issues. Who knows? It looks like everything is going well. All right, let's see how my hoverboard will go. That's for sure. So, going around with my adult hoverboard. That's for sure. Now, if he dies early, I will move on into the Pachycephalosaurus. But at this point, I'm basically trying to determine to keep him alive as long as I can, for 3 hours at best. I'll be surprised if he doesn't die though. But if he does, well, it happens. Now, I have a feeling that Pachycephalosaurus will be a lot harder to actually grow. Mainly because he's an easier hoverboard to kill. But other than that, I don't know. I don't know how long those guys will live, that's for sure. It looks like everything is going good. Looking at the stream on my phone, everything looks good. I definitely need to add something on the corner later on, like some sort of, what's it called? Little picture or something. I will have to consider doing that, but I have to do a little update on my little Ninja Raptor. It's a character I made like a while ago. I'll definitely use a picture like that during my dino streams. Doesn't have to be the aisle in particular either. We'll just see. We'll just see. So far, so good. I'm just lumbering down, I guess. How much of a percentage do I have? I definitely need more food, so I definitely need to stop and smell. Aha. Let's get some food first, and then actually go elsewhere. Now, obviously, I'm not in a group this time. If I have to get in a group, I guess it'll be that same group again, but I don't remember their names. That's the problem. In the Discord, I mean. In game, I could definitely find them. Maybe if anything, I could look at the player history, but I don't know for sure if I could remember completely. Because you know me, I'm not good with names, that's for sure. Well, that was quick. Was that enough or what? Nope, I'm still... Wait, what? Now I'm thirsty. Now I need more water than, you know. Oh. I could get more food while I go that direction. Now, even though I'm an adult, doesn't mean that I could take on everything, that's for sure. I'm pretty confident I could take on maybe a single Allo. Maybe. Maybe even Carno. Utah is definite. Dilophosaurus as well. Unless they're pretty smart. Alright, that's good enough for me. Let's go this direction. Now, Apexes, I have no chance. We'll just have to see. At least I'm glad now I finally got the right settings when it comes to streams. No lag in my phone in the stream, that's for sure. So for now, maybe now I'll be able to stream this game much better now. So it's not just the Neptunia stream, but it's also this game. I'm glad too, because I was a bit afraid. I was thinking maybe it'll be a little bit different because in the last game it was in window mode, while in this game it's full screen mode. Now it's obviously going to get to nighttime. I could use the cover of night to actually mask myself from anything, but the problem is I won't be able to see incoming attacks in the darkness. Now I say the title way because you never know. If he dies, I will have to go straight to Paki. And I want to at least... Oh. Is that dead, Let's investigate a bit. A dead para. I won't be surprised if there's a carnivore nearby. I just need to eat. And that was not even a full-grown herbivore, of course. I just hope that whoever that killed that thing has been fed. I just need to get some water and I'll get out of here. I want to be safe on this, that's for sure. I'm keeping my surroundings up, that's for sure. While the light is still up. Then once I got my fill, I'm out of here. I don't want to stick around. Let's see how action-packed this is gonna be. Now, in the last time, when I was in this game, I was playing in a different server. And this one is obviously one of the official ones. And obviously they might be like... Okay, it's all full. Yeah, there's like 98 people in this server. But you never know. Oh boy, losing night. Losing day. That's what I meant to say. Had to stand up a bit just so I can at least see my surroundings because unfortunately my monitor is not that great. We'll see. Well, who knows? We'll see how this goes, that's for sure. I actually wonder, one day I have a feeling that if I grow a dinosaur and then I end the stream, so all of a sudden after like trying to log off, no, it never will happen like that because when I end stream, I end up going into the title screen instead of staying in game. So yeah, that's what I usually do anyway, so that's not gonna happen. I was thinking that maybe if I ended up ending stream in the middle of the game and I got killed after I ended stream, that would be crazy. And of course, it's getting more darker. I had to stand up a bit again. Man, what sucks is that I could turn off my light in my room because it'll be more atmospheric as well as actually seeing things, but unfortunately I can't see the keyboard. I'll do it anyway just so I could do it anyway. I could see a lot more in the darkness. The only problem is that I had to keep my fingers on the WASD keys. I had to make sure I keep those out there. And the thing is that it's not my normal keyboard too. It's a standard keyboard. My other keyboard that has all the pretty lights and all that, I need to fix its arrow keys. For some odd reason, the arrow keys keeps opening other programs and such. And I don't really want that to happen, especially if I'm streaming. So I had to figure out a way to either fix it or return it. I can't find a receipt for that thing too, because if that's the case, maybe it's something that is simple to fix. Who knows? I'll just have to figure out what's going on with that. The good thing is I can actually see in the dark. At least this level of darkness. And since I turn off the light on my room, I can now see a lot more better. I don't have to stand up just so I can look around. I just hope I don't get ambushed by Apex. But then again, they have to be very careful on the hills as well. They don't want to break their legs or even worse, lose their Apex or whatever. I suspect there will be a lot of Apexes online. That's how it usually goes. Mainly the Rexes. Oh boy, my phone decided to say, hey Noah, here's a notification. Bright up your day. Now, I'm gonna try to stream a lot more now. Especially since the whole fixing up my room thing is basically over. I only got 2 more things, and that's one light as well as getting the thing for my figurines up. But other than that, that's it. I don't really need to do too much. I just have to play games and stream, I guess, at this point. And also try to go earlier. This time, I think I got in the right time. I think I did it around 10. I don't know. We'll just have to see. I'm also lucky that I actually managed to get into this server. Because before it was full, but then it went to like 99. So I managed to get in. Usually this server ends up being full all the time. Not easy to actually do things if the server you try to play in is not available. And then I was gonna do like an alternative plan and say, know what? Let's go to US2 and play as the Packy. I was actually going to do that if I wasn't able to go back in US1. But since I did, hey, I'll be a good thing. I was also thinking about going back into my Carno, actually. I think that was what I was going to do first. Carno, go back, and see if I could last as that guy. Especially since that server is a lot more hectic. But it's okay to come in this server. There's some action here as well at times. You just gotta be very careful of your surroundings, really. And it's pretty eerie around here, too. Let me see on the stream. Yeah, you could definitely see that it's okay. Let me take a good walk and see if there's any lag. Looks good on my end. It really does. Don't know for sure. Maybe it isn't. I don't know. No, let me see if yeah, let me just see. Yeah. According to what I have, it looks okay on my end on my phone. So I have to make sure that all the settings are okay. It looks good. It really does look good. I'm glad I made the changes. We'll just have to see. Look at the night sky. You don't see this when it's in night vision, that's for sure. You just got to admire how this game looks like right now. It's gonna look a lot better when the Rico comes out, I'll have to admit. I just can't wait for that. But hopefully by then, I have accomplished my goal. And that's to play every dinosaur in this server, the US servers, the official ones, as well as servers that are not from the official. Mainly Nicta because it has dinosaurs that I could actually play in those things too. So basically I could like, you could say those are like bonus objectives or something, I don't know. For now, we're just going to see how things go from here. I'm also hope that I'm not boring you guys, even just by walking around in a nice, beautiful sky. You know, here's something weird to say, but I expected like some lion head comes out of the clouds and say, Simba. That'll be something. Oh, we need food. There's water there, but what about food? Let's see my footprints. I don't see any food at all. Ugh. How much is my percentage? Oh, great. Because I turn off the light, I can't see the insert button. Okay, I actually found it. Okay, water is good, so I don't need to go to that lake and risking myself because here's a theory of mine, but most of the time, players end up sticking around at lakes, mainly carnivores, just because it's an easier way to get herbivores. At least that's a theory of mine. Oop, I mispressed there. I'm gonna travel this way. Usually, I don't encounter anything at night unless it's a Rex or a Dilo, because usually it's either a Rex I stumble onto just purely by coincidence and accident-wise, and Dilos because they're nocturnal predators and they have a good night vision. But I don't know if a Dilo is actually wise enough to even take on a Diabloceratops. However, they do pose a danger if they're in a group. Alright, let me smell around here. If it gets too dark, I will switch on the night vision. Once again, I see water, but no food. Oh wait, there's something over there. I'll not run, I'll just walk. Save my stam for a while. Okay, once we get hit the trees, I have a feeling I do need to use my night vision. Right now, I could still see my dino. I just want to see how far I could go. Yeah, now we're starting to hit the trees. Alright, where's the end button? There it is. End button for night vision. Okay. Oh, we got like multiple bushes. I I gotta say though, going on this direction, more bushes like everywhere. Still though, oh, I think I know what that is over there. That could be a corpse or no, wait, that's just the river. I'm an idiot. Okay, give me this bush. Even if we run out of this bush, we're gonna most likely go for another bush. Alright, that's one bush down. I think I need another bush though. There it is. Gotta be careful on these steep hills, that's for sure. Ooh, and also we're pretty close to that lake. The last thing I want is to encounter rows of teeth. That's a big bush. Alright, looks like I'm good on food. Water, it's a tiny bit. I could try going that lake, but to be honest, I don't want to risk getting near a lake. I'd rather go to that river that is up ahead though. Alright, let's go to that river. So far so good. Going down the hill slowly but surely. I swear, if I get attacked in nighttime, I'll definitely be jumping out of my chair. Usually when I get attacked, I basically jump out of my chair. Here's a funny story that happened to me before in certain other Dino games. Oh boy. Gotta smell the air again. See how close am I to the other side of that. Okay, there we go. Sometimes I'm a bit confused when it comes to corpses and plants, surprisingly. One, sometimes ribs could look like plants. Strange as it sounds. But still, I gotta be very careful. I'm also keeping my ears open big time. Hearing is very important in this game, that's for sure. You never know. Heck, it helped me out a lot of times when it came down to being ambushed by a Rex. But sometimes I'm just a bit slow on reactions. Alright, we're near the... Is this swamp? Huh. Well, at least it's a swamp, and I have more. It's a bigger, wider area, but who knows? Let's just drink a bit. I thought it was a actual lake, but apparently it's actually the swamp. I wonder, where's that toggle? Okay. Alright, so we're actually okay. Let me see. No, that's the wrong button. No, that's the wrong button. Yeah, that's the wrong button. Man, it's hard to actually find out which key is what in the darkness of my room. But let's see. 100. Yeah. At least it confirms another theory of mine. When it comes to being this dinosaur, food runs out more faster than water. Oh. Let me stand still for a bit. I think I heard an Oro. And if there's a AI dinosaur running around, a carnivore is not far away. Oh, yes. I gotta be extra careful now. I'm getting too close to that sound. Now I'm actually more heightened on my senses. If a Oro's here, either a big carnivore's here or a small juvie. If it's a juvie, I might be able to take it on. Yeah, I'm way too close to that sound. Closer I am to prey, the more likely I encounter something. Maybe I should run? No, I better not use my stam right away, otherwise these guys, whoever it is, could catch up to me a lot faster. Yeah, way too close on that prey. Okay, it's basically morning. The prey is over there somewhere, so hopefully, if it's a juvie, they go after small prey over someone like me. But if it's a large carnivore, I better be wary. Trust me, even though I want this guy to die, I want him to die the right way. By living and try to survive as hard as I can. Even if I'm a bit of an amateur. I don't want to make it easy, that's for sure. However, it'll be an achievement if I actually end up killing something during a fight. In a way, it's kind of like the thrill of battle kind of thing. If that makes any sense. Plus, I get more skill if I actually engage in somebody in combat. because I don't really fight anybody in this game unless I end up doing that. The more I engage on somebody, the more battle experience I'll have in my mind, I mean. That's the one thing I lack of, actually. You can tell I'm not a VVP kind of guy, that's for sure. But still, I need that experience. The good thing is now the light is coming up, so I'll have a better view on things. I think I'm out of the area where that carnivore, whoever it is, you know. But not out of the woods yet. I'm going into the open now. So far, our encounters are a dead Parasaurolophus. That's all we found. I already know that the AI Oro's around there, but I won't count that as an encounter, since we didn't see the actual Oro. So far, so good. A lot of birdies, that's for sure. Also, if anybody's here, let me know if the game sound is a little too low or not. I can always adjust things while I go. Huh, a food bush. Okay, I'll take some foods. So far, no carnivore encounters. Lucky me for now. There was another food bush here too, so I definitely have no food shortage. I don't know who that is. Unfortunately. And the thing is, how in the world did the person know that I'm playing as a Diablo? Unless I have some communication from the person, I cannot accept anybody's request, you know? Here's a way that I could actually go into groups. One, have communication either directly or by on chat or something, I don't know. But then again, you never know. Two, you have to be a friend of mine, of course. And I do have a few friends that plays this game, so hey. There's the building totally over there. There's the tower over there. Either way, I just have to be very careful. That's the thing, Even if don't take it too personally if I don't accept your group request. I'm just being very cautious. I mean, at this point, I don't mind grouping it with other herbivores. But still, we just have to see how things go. Should I go all the way to those buildings just at exploration? Maybe, I guess. Yeah, know what? Screw it. Let's go to that area. Oh boy. Is that a dead dino? I better be very careful. If I slid too much, I may as well go on Z. If I can find the press of Z. No, that's not a dead dino. That's just a part of the rock. I almost saw it. Like a dead dilo or something. Oh boy. Give me a moment. Okay, this is really steep. Huh. This area. Okay. We could go down from here. I have to say though, for a server with a lot of people, didn't see much yet. But we'll see. Oh. What time is it actually? Huh. It is about midnight. Looking at the server uptime, is this like how many minutes I've been in, or is it how many minutes the server has been up? Because it will have a server restart at some point, most likely. My guess is around midnight, I guess. Just a guess. And of course, I plan to do like a 3-hour stream on this one. Maybe in the future, I might consider doing more longer streams. But for now, I'm just gonna have to get back into it. Get more to feel for streaming again. And try to go for longer times. Especially since if I end up getting to the apexes, it's gonna be a while just to finish them. For now, just making my way up. So far, so good. Now, here's the thing. After the apexes, I know for sure that let me think on this. Once I finish the apexes, I most likely go back into obscure dinosaurs, the ones that not many people end up playing as, carnivore and herbivore wise, because I know a lot of people play as apexes, T-Rexes, Gigas, and the Utah Raptor, because I've seen those a lot at times. You could argue Aloe as well, but hey. I wonder. So far, so good. I'm in the open now, though. Is that a food bush? No, that isn't. Even without scent, I could actually tell what's a food bush or not. I actually wonder how the recode is going to be when it comes to food. I know that according to the developer, there will be some foods that gives you certain effects, which I have to admit, I'm pretty curious of how that's going to be. I also wonder if he's going to do the same thing with water, because maybe like certain waters is drinkable, some waters could actually give you negative effects or positive effects. Something I thought about happening or something. I don't know. It could happen. So far so good. The good thing is, even as a Diabloceratops, I could definitely outrun a Rex. And that's a good thing. Still, I'm just keeping an eye on my surroundings big time. So far, so good. Now, if I see a pack of Aloes or Carnos, I better run. I don't know about Baryonyx or even Suko. Are they even in this server? I think they are. Heck, one of these days I'll even play as them. It's just I think that's the one carnivore I never end up seeing. Not too much, at least. A few times I do see them, but not so much. They're technically a rarity, if anything. Oh boy, sorry. Just a yawn a bit. Man, I almost thought that was a thunderous stomping sounds. Is that a food bush? Nope, that's not a food bush. How much percentage do I have? Let's see. We could still last a bit. I think when it comes to actually surviving, Herbivore is definitely a better option when it comes to surviving. It's a lot easier to get food and water, if you're lucky. You just have to worry about being killed by carnivores, especially the big ones. I'm basically worried about two things. One, group of carnivores, or an apex. Let's go this way. Oh wait, I'm actually I said that I was gonna go to the buildings, right? Silly me. For a moment there, I thought that's like gates. Like, for example, like some sort of dino gates that you could go through or something. That would be something. But hey, those trees were like in a 2D-ish box kind of thing. So it kind of looked like that in the distance. Just looking. Nothing happening. Oh well. Huh. What else I could talk to you about? No, what? Let's just talk about the times when I actually got jumped out of my seat from other Dino games. One of them was Carnivore's, the Dinosaur Hunter game. That was something. And it was also one of my first dinosaur games, of course. Not counting Gets Gecko, because it did have dinosaur levels, but it wasn't a dinosaur game, if that makes any sense. But yeah, that game definitely jump scared me a lot. I jumped out of my seat and even fell down a few times as a kid. And at times I was so afraid to the point where I said, "You know what, fuck this game. I'm not gonna touch it ever again." But a few times I did try to get in it, even try to play as the legit way, I couldn't do it. So I decided to say, "You know what, I'm gonna cheat." Yeah, I know. But I was a kid at the time. I basically cheated the game with unlimited ammo and jumping real high, that I kept shooting like a ballistic maniac at all the dinosaurs I see. Even the little small fries. It's basically a bit of like a revenge story as well, because not only I was scared, but I wanted to have like a satisfaction of killing them. So I decided to do that and kept shooting until they all gone down, including the Rex. Of course, it takes a long time just to kill a Rex just by shooting it. I know its weak spot was in the eye, but at the same time, my kid mind just decided, no, I'm gonna keep shooting. Doom, 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 doom. I get blasting my gun like crazy just to actually kill that Rex. Until I actually did it. But yeah, in a way it kind of ruined my experience, but then again, the next game I'm going to talk about did ruin the experience. At the time, I didn't know better. And that was Trapasser. Yeah, the Lost World Jurassic Park game. For PC, at least. Yeah. When I first played it, the controls were unbearably hard to do, and I couldn't understand how it actually ended up working. Even picking up, and then somehow I slightly unclick, and then my gun falls down. Maybe there was like a lock mechanic to keep your gun on your hand, but I never knew. That's the thing, I never knew. So hey. And the other is I was terrified of the raptors, the velociraptors in the game, because just like carnivores, I was basically a lousy shot, and I was basically getting jump scared by them at times. Sometimes they got even behind me, and for some odd reason, every time I keep shooting them, it felt like I just couldn't kill them. At least that's what I felt like. And of course, ammo was limited. So you had to either conserve and try to get through the dinosaur, or actually blast them, but make sure you don't lose too much ammo. You have to hit them in the vital areas. Of course, as a kid, my first encounter with the raptors was that's all it needed. I just say, nope, I'm not doing this again. Although, when I came back to the game, I obviously used cheat codes. Once again, I used cheat codes just to actually beat the game. And I gotta say, it felt boring, but I progressed as the story. And I did that all the time. I basically made the dinosaurs stop moving, and I kept shooting them, and 2, unlimited ammo. And that was it. Those were the only 2 cheat codes I ended up using. But to be honest, looking back, I kind of regret it. Or rather, I did regret it. Because, to be honest, I could have done it more legit way. If I had to use at least one of the cheat codes, it would be the unlimited ammo one, at least. But other than that, I would at least leave the dinosaurs moving around. And I could at least shoot them in as much as I can. But unfortunately, hey, that's how I was as a kid when it comes to those 2 dinosaur games. And of course, they were my first dinosaur games. Later on, I ended up playing like Jurassic Park Operation Genesis, a very famous one, and I loved the hell out of it. Still one of my favorite dinosaur games by far. What else? I know for sure I played a museum dinosaur game thing. It was an interesting experience that time. It was like a learning dinosaur game, that's for sure. But it was still a game regardless. Other than that, I didn't have much exposure when it comes to dinosaur games. Some got lucky. Others, like me, didn't have much. I only had a computer at first. And I could only do so much with it. Plus, I wasn't too exposed of having friends or even watching too much TV before. Until I ended up watching anime on TV, which was a good thing. It's too bad that I ended up losing the experience of watching Dragon Ball. I wanted to watch Dragon Ball badly, but unfortunately, at one point, I think my parents decided to not let me. It's only when I got older I ended up watching it, and it was pretty cool. Heck, I think back then my father would have tolerated it. I think it was my mother who stopped me. I don't know. Either way, I missed out a lot when I was dealing with my childhood. Now, obviously, when it comes to games, I did get more dinosaur games, I'll have to admit. It's just that it took a lot longer. Huh. Like, I know for sure I end up getting more games after I got in the Xbox. I know that. Operation Genesis was one of those games on the Xbox. And I played the hell out of that game. So much. I mainly messed around with Save B though. That's the thing. I just wanted to see the dinosaurs interact and attack each other. Also, the other dinosaur game I did play was a Walking with Dinosaurs game, I think. In the PC. It was like a 3D interactive game. I was just running around, learning about dinosaur facts, doing some sort of puzzles, and unlocking scenes and such. And of course, there was only a few dinosaurs in there, like a Apatosaurus and a Allo. I don't think there was anyone else other than them, as well as the Pterosaurus that was flying around. But that was okay to me. At least I enjoyed it as it was. I can't say for sure how many other games I played as a kid when it came to dinosaur games, I mean. I know for sure that I ended up playing Jurassic Park 3's Dinosaur Battles. That fighting game kind of thing. I, for one, was actually pretty happy about that game. I actually enjoyed a hell out of that one. Played it multiple times. Liked how it is. It's basically like Pokemon with dinosaurs. In a sense. Pokemon or Digimon? No, I'll say more on Digimon. No, not Digimon. Pokemon. Because you technically... No. I don't know. You could say Digimon or Pokemon. Either way, you basically fight with them, and you fight other dinosaurs with them. You don't level up or anything like that, but you do, like, unlock moves during the game. I know that. Maybe when you do more fights, you end up unlocking more moves or DNA sequences to actually make your moves stronger. If I remember correctly. It's been a long time I played that game. It's too bad that my disc broke. And it's mainly because I was, one, a kid, and two, I played the hell out of it. Gotta make sure. There's a bush right in front of me, so take advantage of that. But yeah, that was the other dinosaur game I definitely played as a kid. Dinosaur Battles was pretty much a good game. I'm actually surprised that a lot of YouTubers ended up playing it, because I personally think it was enjoyable as it was. I wasn't one of the ones who was fortunate to have a NES or even the Nintendo 64, things like that. My first console was actually the Xbox, the original Xbox. And when it comes to that, there was not many dinosaur games. Maybe Turok was one of them, but I didn't get to play Turok until I ended up going to my cousin's house and play on their N64 at one time. But other than that, the only games I had in my Xbox was Operation Genesis, Nightcaster, a magic kind of game. It had dragons, so I was happy about that. That was another thing. Dragons was another thing I liked. As a kid, at least. I even drew a couple of dinosaur pictures and dragons at the time. I was fascinated about such things. I played Reign of Fire. It was based on the movie, the Reign of Fire movie. I did like the soundtrack, though. However, of course, it was a lot of looping, but I didn't mind it. I actually liked it. It was pretty epic. There was the human part. I say, okay, this is cool and all that. But the dragon part was a lot better. That's what I meant. It was also a boat game. You basically control a boat and you just basically blast things and all that. You kill a lot of boats. You destroy a lot of boats, kind of thing. It was pretty fun. That's what I meant. It was one of those games I even played with my friends. And of course I had the Halo games. The Halo games were awesome. That was my childhood, at least. At least I had some good games as a child. But other than that, when it comes to my second console, I think my second console was the GameCube, I think. I still played with my PC, but I was limited to what I can do on that. I did end up snagging another Jurassic Park 3 lineup game for the PC, and I think it was called Danger Zone. It was okay, I guess, and of course, even back then I was a board game kind of guy, so I was happy. But the thing is, it's not as fun if you don't have a friend to play with. I have to admit. And unfortunately, I didn't have much friends to begin with back then. I literally had nobody showing up in my house. So, hey. You could say I was the unpopular kid. But I didn't mind that. I was pretty closed off anyway. It's only when I got into middle school I ended up getting friends. Oh boy, getting on to my life story, don't you think? Gotta eat more foods. So far, no encounters. I'm just surprised. I would at least expect like a little juvie or two showing up or something. I don't know. Maybe there's not many people. Nope, there's like, it's almost 100. Maybe I'm just lucky. Of course, it's about to get to nighttime. We'll just have to see how things go from here. Walking up the river. No, wait, not the river, the hill. I'm being an idiot again. Anyway. Yeah, like I said, what was my first console? Actually, I think my first console was actually a portable, I think. I don't know. I don't know if it was either the GameCube was the first console, or was it the Nintendo Game Boy Micro, if I remember correctly. Or is it the PSP? It's one of those three. That was my second console, technically speaking. I don't know, it's been a long time. Either way, I didn't have much dinosaur games until I ended up getting to a lot older age. That's when I'm able to actually play other couple of dino games like Dino Crisis. And of course I downloaded it from the PS3. Maybe one day I'll end up streaming that if I find out a way to actually stream it, like from the Elgato. I know Mobby Nerd gave me a helping hand on what device I'm going to get for it, and I plan to get it later on. So when I get the funds, I'll try to get that thing and actually see if I could actually make it playable in my PS3. That way I could finally be able to stream on what's it called, the from the Elgato. I know I have another plan when it comes to actually playing from the PS4. I know for sure I got a couple of games in there too, but I need to finish a couple of games before I end up doing that. If I finish Neptunia, I'm gonna move on to a game on the PS4 with the Elgato. If I finish No Delivery, I will move on into a game that I have in a PC. And it's involving a Wolfman detective guy. Yeah, that's a big hint right there. Obviously, I'll keep playing the Isle no matter what, so hey. I'll play it multiple times. What else? What other games will I stream after a certain other thing? Obviously, I'll still keep playing Fate Grand Order, especially since Lost Spell just came out. So, obviously, the next stream will be Fate Grand Order, just to let you know. I'm definitely gonna have to work on the that story, that's for sure. I don't want to do like I did with Salem, actually delaying it for so long and actually, you know, do things. I have to actually start streaming more and more and actually get that done. At least my goal is to at least finish Lost Spell before the next event. At least that's my goal. At the same time, I want to also stream this game as well as all the other games I mentioned. I know for sure Honkai is going to have a story update eventually. So, I have to keep my eye on that. Is it that way I have to go down to, or should I go this way? For a moment there, I thought for sure I heard some footsteps, and then I'll start bolting. And no, I'm not gonna jump over a cliff or something. But I have a feeling this is a cliff area. Yep, that's a cliff area. I could tell from here. You know what sucks? I won't even know if I get stuck or something. I have to figure out where the alt turn is since I'm in US1 and all that. But unfortunately, I had to guess on my end to actually figure out what is the alt key since I'm actually playing in the darkness. When the daytime is on, I can actually see the keys. But when it's nighttime, I can't see the keys. Oh, another plant. I have a feeling that I'm gonna have to drink some water soon. Food I'm getting lucky just by stumbling. I don't even need to smell for it. But I have a feeling that I'll have to get some water soon. Let's just go this way. So far, so good. No action yet. But I'm saying that right now, but you never know. I swear, if I get 3 hours without anything, I'll be surprised. And then I may say, know what? I'll stream for my 4 hours or something. Until then, just deal with my rambling, I guess. Let me see if I can actually press the right button here. Yeah. Water-wise, I'm still good. What about it? Oh boy, yawning for no reason. Another steep cliff, that's for sure. Just looking around. And don't worry, if a carnivore shows up and tries to attack me, I'm standing and fight. I'm not gonna jump off from the cliff like a coward. Boom, 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 boom. Big footsteps. Now it's starting to get nighttime. Oh boy, my throat is starting to itch. Give me a moment. Again with more food. Let me at least drink a bit first before anything. Let's just say a little drinking break. I needed that big time. Always have a bottle of water nearby when streaming. That or anything you can drink just to clear your throat. Or when thirst actually hits you. Let's keep moving. Now the question is, can I actually go down from this cliff? Huh. Unless I end up going into a big mistake area, I don't know. I still see the thing. It's starting to get dark, but I'm in the open field area, so I should be okay. Oh, rain time. That's gonna be a bad time for carnivores, I'll tell you that. I'm in very good shape when it comes to things, so the rain is gonna slow down thirst too, so hey. Hmm. I still see my dino. And let me see on my phone. Yeah, I still see my dino and even my phone. But it will get to a certain point where I need to turn on the night vision. So you know I'm gonna end up having a dead end or something. And there's no way going down here. And maybe that's the case. I might have to turn back. Man, where is the thing? Yeah, I think there is no way to go down. I'm also surprised I'm not hearing any roars or anything. But then again, here's the thing about this server. The US servers are not as noisy as certain things is. Like, for example, the global chat is definitely disabled. Thanks to common knowledge from the IO Discord or something. No, wait, it was like a couple of people who told me that. Yeah. The only way to talk is basically local, and you have to be right next to the person. And you have to be the same species in order to do that. I think I found my way to go down. Huh. Now, knowing that it takes 30 minutes of nighttime to actually go through, it's gonna be interesting. You know, here's something I wonder what will happen. Will there ever be like a crazy competition when it comes to herbivores? Like herbivores actually killing herbivores. I know that in like certain parts of the game or even certain servers, that is a thing. But when it comes to like the official servers, or even realistic or even semi-realistic, I don't know for sure. At least we found a way to go down, that's for sure. Now, here's the strange thing, but when it comes to actually thinking about it, if you're the animal and you see a baby, whatever carnivore it is, the instinct of certain herbivores will say, I gotta kill it. Because if I don't kill it, it may kill me in the future. Because it knows that what's gonna become. So, like for example, if it's a juvie rex, or maybe a baby rex or something, you know that it's gonna become a big apex and it may kill you. Oh boy, there's that big thunder and such. So your first instinct is basically to kill that baby before it's killing you as an adult. I also saw in some dino document I saw, the Triceratops will have the instinct to kill a baby Rex. I don't know. Ah, this way. I remember this area. Once I go down there, there will be a river, and I had to go upstream. Yeah, it's getting to the point where I'm not going to be able to see too much. Yeah, I'm starting to not see much. Where's the end key? There it is. I'm going to go like this. And because I can't really see the keys, actually doing the whole call thing and all that won't be a thing I'll do it easily. Like if I get chased, I need to do like a four call and try to run for my life or something, because that's how like Dino would do, I guess. But if it's a small dino, I'll have to do like threatening or something. And that's 3 call, I think. But because I'm looking at my key in the darkness, I might press the wrong key by accident. Let's go here instead. Otherwise I'll be more easier target. One time I was a subadult Triceratops, and I was walking on the edge of that river, and then I was attacked by a subadult Rex. I was actually surprised that happened, but still. I don't think I was a subadult. I think I was an adult. Yeah, I was an adult Triceratops. And this sub-Rex came out of nowhere and tried to attack me. However, I ended up hitting it, and it was bleeding bad. It didn't kill him, but it did hurt him. I wasn't fully grown at the time, so hey. I still don't know who that person is. That's the thing. Like I said, I need like communication. Oh. Oh. We got footprints of a dinosaur here. But it doesn't look like a big one. Whoever it is, they better stay out of my way. It's a small, it looks like a small dilo or something. So it won't be a smart idea to try to attack me. I'm pretty confident I could take that down. And those are fresh tracks too, so that means somebody's here somewhere. I still see those tracks, I think. Hopefully I have 3 call ready just in case that thing tries to get in my way or something. I don't want to kill anybody, but if I have to, I'll have to. Now it's going to be going... I think it's going to regular rain now. I'll be more worried if it was like bigger prints, so... But since it was small prints, my guess is either a Juvie or a Dilo. I'm also curious of why did Kiba or Kaiba, I don't know, I'm not good with names, knows that I'm a Diabloceratops and tries to invite me. If I remember correctly, there's no way you could tell who's playing who. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Who knows? I also need confirmation. That's the thing. I need like communication, either from my stream or from the actual game, but it has to be like right in front of me. And then I'll go on local and talk to that person. Okay, now I definitely need to find some food. I gotta keep silent for a bit. May have heard something. Nope. Let me get a sip of water. Doesn't hurt to actually drink something at least. That's strange. I'm yawning a bit, and I already slept like multiple times. Yeah, I'm good. Now I just need to find food. Going back in the jungle area so that I don't get spotted so easily. Still a long ways to go, that's for sure. No, that's not a food plant. I almost thought that was a food bush. So far, so good. Now, I'll admit, once the Rico does show up, I'm most likely to go immediately into it, see how it's like, because I'll be excited at the time. I'll be saying, okay, I want to see how this goes. Now, I know for sure in the release, there'll be 2 dinosaurs available to be playable. I don't know exactly who it's going to be. But if I have to put a guess, it'll be the Utah Raptor and the Toronto, the new hoverboard. Because obviously it'll be a counteractive thing against the Utah. Something I thought about that think that it might be a thing, but who knows? Maybe I'm completely wrong. Maybe the Utah is not the first dino one of the first dinos who's gonna be playable. Could be something smaller, who knows? Let's go in the trees. I don't want to get attacked by whatever. At least in the trees, I could definitely escape a lot faster. If it's a big carnivore, that is. Oh boy. Following the river. Now the question is, will I go on that way or should I go that way? Maybe this way, most likely. I wonder. But yeah, when it comes to the recode, I'll definitely play immediately when it comes down to it. Okay, we reached to the end of the river, most likely. Alright. I'm gonna swim across here and actually go on the other side and actually walk that way. I wonder though. Nope. Not morning yet. 30 minutes is not gonna go that fast after all. Oh boy, I needed to yawn a bit and stretch a bit, that's for sure. Let me see if I can adjust my mic. Just making sure I adjust myself and make myself more comfortable. I think I drank too much, but oh well. The unique mechanics that's gonna happen is gonna be interesting too. Like, you can't exactly just overfeed yourself or even over drink yourself. If you keep doing that, you're gonna have negative effects, apparently. So no more food hogging or drinking too much water kind of thing. Who knows? Your dinosaur needs those limits after all. For a moment there, I thought that was a carnivore footprint. It doesn't hurt to get more water at least. Still, let me see how much it is. Yeah, I need like more food if anything. Let me at least smell around. Alright, food. That's a problem. The last thing I want is to actually end my dino by hunger. As a herbivore for all things. But then again, that happened to me once. As a herbivore, I ended up not eating for so long that I ended up dying. Ironically, same species. Man, where is it? For a moment there, I thought that was, but that's more water. So far, nothing. Just nothing so far. Jeez. Hopefully it's not that dull. Also, let me check my uptime. While my dino is sniffing around. There's food. Okay. Yeah, there's like food here and there. I'm gonna go for this one right here. Let me see. Uptime. Yeah, I got plenty. It's right behind this rock. So much for getting that. I'll go with this one then. Oh, we're getting some nighttime. I mean, daytime kind of thing. Oh boy. Press the wrong button. There you go. I think I'm going back into that river system by accident. Oh well. I'll turn around and go the other direction. No need to use my stam. I just need to get the food. Still nothing here. Maybe I can relax just for a bit, but who knows. Usually how I die is when I'm eating. You know what's the hardest thing I ever grew that actually was hard to get killed? Galley, surprisingly. I had to throw myself at a Retz's jaws to actually get myself killed. Alright, that's it for that. Let's go this way and explore the rest of the island. I think when I'm playing the Isle, I think I explored everything I could on this island. Thangol though will be another one I might have to try find to play in. I think in the what's it called, the Isla Nicta server, I could actually get Thangol if I'm lucky. I don't know if Thangol 3 has no, I think that's this island. Who knows? Maybe one of these days I'll switch it up and actually play around Thangol. There's a lot of places in there that I have yet to discover. I want to at least actually look around on both maps, both this map and Thangol. So far, so good. Nothing happening. Gotta say, though. Now I see why some people say, there's not much action happening. I mean, yeah, I get it. Unless you go into an even more populated server, then you might find a lot more action. Like how it was when I was doing the Carnosaurus. Ooh, that was a lot. Compared to this server. I don't get me wrong. Both servers are good in their own way. At least I could chill a little bit and not get scared like crazy. Another water system. Hmm. I swear, this must be, I'll be surprised if I don't get anything. The only thing I saw was basically a Parasaurolophus that was dead, and I only heard Oros. But that's it. I actually wonder what else I could talk about. You know what? May as well talk about the whole drawing stuff, that's all. Now, when it came to drawing, my first couple of drawings I ended up doing is obviously dinosaurs. That was one of my first things, obviously. And ever since then, I've been drawing them a lot. Obviously, at first, they were not that great. Just a simple kid drawing kind of thing. My skill grew, of course. And of course, I did the standard triangle Chartreuse thing at the time. At the time, I was doing pretty good. I even tried to draw even Jurassic Park dinosaurs at the time. I think one of the first dinosaurs I ended up drawing was indeed the Jurassic Park 3 raptors. Obviously, my first Jurassic Park movie that I was exposed to was Lost World, but Jurassic Park 3 was another one besides Disney's Dinosaur, which I say still is one of the good dinosaur movies as well. Jurassic Park series and the Disney's Dinosaur. I just hope Disney does not remake that one, to be honest. I mean, yeah, at the same time, another dinosaur movie will be awesome, but at the same time, they've been doing a lot of remakes lately, and I'm a bit concerned about that. But then again, I don't think I even saw any of the remakes, so I wasn't interested, that's all. The only Disney movies I recently watched was the Pixar movies, and that was Toy Story 4, I think. And Cars 3. Mainly because I needed to see it with my brother. Surprisingly, it was actually pretty good. But other than that, I don't know. I'm actually surprised that there's not many other major dinosaur movies that came out. The only other dinosaur series that should be able to compete on Jurassic Park's level will be Dinotopia, but I haven't seen anything from Dinotopia for years. The last thing I know of was the Dinotopia series. However, it was canceled at some point, which sucks. I did ended up buying the series. I ended up getting a collection of it, but unfortunately, when it ended, it ended in a cliffhanger, and I was sad because the series ended abruptly. Basically, I will never know what happens next. My theory would be like, the brothers from the island, because I think this is like based on that movie that came out a while back as well, or is it from the books? I don't know. I don't know what the series was based on. Was it based on the books, or was it based on the actual movie? But then again, it didn't have too many dinosaurs either. And the carnivores in that series was always the same ones. Either it's a T-Rex and Pteranodons. I think that's all I saw in the series. Even the Dinotopia movie, I think there's only a very few on that one too. And I know in the books they reference a couple of more dinosaurs in there, including Deinonychuses and Velociraptors, if I remember correctly. I'm surprised that they didn't use those guys. There's a lot of different dinosaurs in the books, I think. One of these days, I'm gonna have to find those books. I really am curious of reading them. The only Dinotopia movies, I mean, not movies either, books I have is some sort of picture books. And I think I got like 2 of them at least. But I really want to find some novels, I guess. For now, I have to settle with Jurassic Park novels, at least. And also, I got 2 Jurassic World novels as well. I mainly wanted to expand my Jurassic lore. But I really need to finish on reading the first novel, and then move on into the second novel. Because so far, when I read the first novel, it was pretty good. It was very good. If not better than the actual movie. Sorry to say. But then again, I still love the movie as well. The first movie. But of course, my favorite is still Lost World. The reason why is that there's 2 reasons. One, a lot of things happened during that movie. 2, I was exposed to Lost World Jurassic Park first before Jurassic Park. In fact, I didn't get to see Jurassic Park until after I saw Jurassic Park 3. Big surprise, isn't it, huh? I ended up watching Lost World first and Jurassic Park 3, and then I ended up watching Jurassic Park. It's what happens. I didn't have much access when it comes to actually watching movies at the time. However, when I did get the chance, it was pretty good. I loved it. And obviously at the time I wanted more dino movies to watch. I had like some oldie dinosaur movies, like for example, I think it was called Planet of Dinosaurs, or no, not Planet Dinosaur. That's the documentary. I think it's Planet of Dinosaurs. It was like a very retro like dinosaur movie, and it had like the retro dinosaurs, as I call them. The T-Rex was standing upright. The Stegosaurus had a beak, as well as dragging its tail. Basically like that. Back then, I think the Apatosaurus was called Brontosaurus, things like that. Styracosaurus was dragging its thing, and of course has a beak. Does not look like this, that's for sure. It basically had more of a beak-like thing, a more reptilian. Those were the days. Hopefully, if the Isle ever gets a mods, I hope they get like retro dinosaur mods or something. I will even play that, to be honest. because I am a fan of every kind of generation when it comes to dinosaurs, and plus it's fun to draw. I even did one time made retro dinosaurs, so hey. But I do like the new designs as well, from feathered to non-feathered. Still, that was one of my other first movies. Besides Disney's Dinosaur, Lost World, Jurassic Park 3, Jurassic Park. I know I ended up watching some documentaries as well. For a moment there, I almost saw it. How many people? Wow, we're losing some people on this server. It's going to 83. If the server ends up going on a very low number, I guess I'll end it because that means I won't get too much action, I guess. At this point, the more people it is, the more likely you'll be either interrupted or confronted. One of the two. Kind of strange to say, huh? But then again, I'm aiming for 3 hours, so hey, doesn't matter. What else? When it comes to dinosaur movies, I know I saw a bit of a million years BC or something. I don't know, something like that. It had dinosaurs with cavemen. It was I don't remember much, and I most likely was more interested in the dinosaur parts. The other dinosaur movie I was exposed to was actually the cowboy one with some. I don't know if it was a T-Rex or an aloe. I don't know. It was a standing upright dinosaur though, and I think there was a Styracosaurus in it. I don't know. It's been a long time I've seen that movie too. If I'm lucky, I want to at least own those movies. I want to get those retro movies. Get the Caveman with Dinosaur movie as well as the Planet of Dinosaurs movie. And so on. I like to have retro at least. I don't mind having retro dinosaurs from my childhood. They were also my first exposure to dinosaurs after all. But yeah, let's go back to the topic of what could compete to Jurassic Park. Dinotopia is another because I know for sure it has multiple books. If somebody is smart enough, they could actually pick up those books and base it on movies. If anything, make it more exciting. Or make like a original story of Dinotopia. And you could either do this, like a couple of different survivors, and not like the brothers how it was from the movie. Do a very completely different adventure with different characters all together. Or you could go like inhabitants in the island anyway and see Dinotopia in their eyes. Things like that. And I would definitely go for like, you could have the setting of Dinotopia, but you could definitely make an original story out of that area. Just an idea. If I ever had to go on VR chat and I have that whole VR thing and all that, and I could do roleplay and make my own roleplay, I might do a Dinotopia roleplay. But wishful thinking, never know. Something I like to do one day, but who knows if that ever will happen. Who knows? But yeah, the Dinotopia series, it has a lot of potential to be that other dinosaur series that could actually compete to Jurassic Park. You could also say Disney's Dinosaur too, but the thing is that it only had one movie, and how could you actually go through after the first dinosaur movie. The first dinosaur movie was perfect as it was, and it ended in a good way. So I say leave it as it is. It was a good movie as it was, and at this point of time, I still watch it here and there. It's just a good movie, as well as the soundtrack being awesome. Of course, the Jurassic Park movies also have a good soundtrack as well. Jurassic World as well. Sometimes I end up like watching all the Jurassic Park and Jurassic World movies all in a row. But then again, I do the same thing with the Godzilla movies as well. Have a little Godzilla marathon. Out of all the movies, I end up watching those movies the most out of my DVD collection / Blu-ray. And of course, I watched Dinosaur a few times too. Other than that, I can't say there's any other dinosaur movie franchises that could compete to Jurassic Park. Now, obviously, when it comes to dinosaur games, that's a different story. Dino Crisis, definite. It's a definite number one because that series is pretty well known. Even the Resident Evil community, gaming community, things like that. It's the number one for me because obviously it was pretty good. Now, when it comes to my exposure to Dino Crisis, the first time I played one was actually Dino Crisis 3. I know a lot of people hated Dino Crisis 3, but at the time, it was my first exposure and I actually loved it. I didn't mind the mutant dinosaurs. If anything, it reminded me a lot of Jurassic Park Chaos Effect. At the time, those were the hybrids and such. Unfortunately, when I learned that it was a canceled series, I was sad. It had a lot of good ideas, at least when I was a kid. Even now, I still think that it had a lot of awesome ideas. I do have an idea how I'm gonna use them in a future thing on my Jurassic Park DNA manga series. But I'll keep that a secret for now until I end up getting into it again. For now, I'm working on another manga project. Right now, actually, I had stopped on my manga for a while, as well as my drawing. I think maybe tomorrow, or even tonight, I might have to get back into it again. It's just that the reason why I wasn't able to is mainly because certain mobile games has been making me farm a lot. I'm looking at you, FGO, and also Digimon. That damn Digimon game really takes a lot of my time. Ooh-wee. And the thing is that I'm a massive fan of the Digimon series. I grew up with it, so hey. And in fact, you could also say that's another influence when it comes to dinosaurs, because in the first couple of episodes of Digimon, Agumon became Greymon. And you imagine my excitement as a kid seeing a dinosaur in TV. I went, ooh, there's a dinosaur in there. And I was a massive fan with Greymon. And then when I saw Metal Greymon and all that, even more Greymon made me excited. It was so cool to see. And ever since then, I was hooked up on what's it called? Digimon. But hey, that's me for you. That's my childhood. At least I experienced Fox Kids and all that. Now, obviously, looking at it now, I prefer sub over dub because there's a lot of things that they cut out from the original Digimon series. Oh man, the things that happen to be. They cut out a lot, and I was sad. Wait, did I just came here already? I swear, I think I did. Did I just went in a complete circle? Now I'm a bit annoyed. I went on a big circle. I'm going this way, and I'm going in on a straight line. Nothing is gonna stop me. Unless a aloe or a groups of aloes or something shows up. But yeah. I'm looking at this stream. Looking good, that's for sure. No lag or anything. That's good. I'm glad that the stream is looking good. Ever since I changed those settings, I don't seem to have a problem on frame rate or anything like that. And Twitch is cooperating, so hey. I just hope that later on, when I do more of the Isle, the game will still look good. Especially when it comes to Recode. I hope my graphics card is good for it. But then again, I think my graphics card is pretty good anyway. It could play even Halo and such, so hey. It could play Halo, it could play the Ark, could play those kinds of games. So, if anything, it'll be okay. But yeah, we'll see how that goes. Now, obviously, I would love to talk more about Digimon, but I'll save that for another day. Like, for example, if I play a Digimon game, I'll definitely talk about Digimon, I'll admit. But yeah, that was one of my other first influences when it comes to dinosaurs. And even dragons, if anything, because I know there was like a couple of dragon Digimon in that too. So here, there. So yeah, I think in my childhood, I was fascinated about a lot of things. I was fascinated about dinosaurs, dragons, and kaiju. Giant monsters, you know. Like Godzilla and such. Even Zilla and all. Those were the days. But then again, it's good to revisit. Don't worry, I'm not an old geezer. I'm not a so-called boomer. At least not yet. Once I hit 30, that's when I had to be considered a boomer. I wonder, how much percentage do I have? 70%. I'm still good. What else got me hooked into dinosaurs? Other than a couple of picture books, toys, and not meaning Jurassic Park toys. I think I got a few Jurassic Park toys after I ended up watching Lost World or even Jurassic Park 3 because I didn't get too many. I got basically the basic dollar store dinosaurs, if I remember correctly. But I always end up playing with those toys when I was a kid. I know that. I know for sure every time I watch a dinosaur movie, I always try and imagine myself, not myself, but my toys actually being in that universe or something. Something like that, I don't know. Silly things like that. When you're a kid, you just have a big imagination. But then again, I still have a big imagination even now. That's why I put it into pen and paper. But I really need to ramp up in my manga. I don't want to end my year without finishing at least one manga story. If anything, I have plenty of time to even work on it because now that the whole virus thing is happening, I could just, you know, sit back, do my drawings. And since I finished my stuff on my home, I could actually work on that. If I don't get too busy, that is. I should be good, I hope. Is that a foot bush? I bet that's a food bush. Let's just walk right towards it. Yeah, that's a definite food bush. Like I said, next time I definitely have to log into this game a lot more faster. Oh well. At least in the next game, I don't have to care about getting on early, since it's going to be Fate/Grand Order. But at the same time, I want to at least start around 8. 8 or less. Like around midday, at best. Yeah, if anything, the best time for me to stream is either midday or around 8. Sometimes 10, because sometimes I end up going late on that. I better hope I do that soon before my usual watching of streams, seeing roleplays ends up starting up again. Because obviously, I do watch a lot of streamers, like especially on VR chat when it comes to roleplay streamers. And there's one particular series I watch a lot, but they go pretty late, and I better make sure I don't stream when they show up. That's why sometimes before I wanted to make sure I don't end up going around 11. But once I get to that 11 part, I want to end it immediately. But now, right now, it's on a break, so I will deal with that series eventually later. So for now, I have the opportunity to even do streams early. I want to do other things like that. We'll see. I'm actually surprised there's nothing happening. Oh my, no. I do. The last thing I want to do is fall and die. I swear, if I came into a full bloody circle. Oop, I almost thought. Huh. Nothing yet. But like I said, when it comes to some of my streams, I most likely want to make my titles more creative now. Besides putting the name of a dinosaur or something. Besides, who knows if this guy will die and then it's a bit too early and I want to play as another dino. So hey, so it doesn't end so quick. That's what I plan to do. So I'm gonna try to be a little bit more creative when it comes to my Isle streams. When it comes to, oof. I think that's the what's it called? The reboot thing. The server being rebooted. We'll just have to see how this goes. Now I have to wait for the server to get back on again. Let me in. At least there's something that happened. Who knows? If I don't see it right off the bat, I'll Nicta. I'll deal with this later when I do the Carno again. Yeah, I don't see the official right now. I'll have to highlight official for now. because that's the easiest way to actually find those official servers. Just click on official and you find them. It just takes a while to load up. If it says not found, I have to keep refreshing until I actually found him. I'm looking for US 1, that's for sure. Just hope I'm finding the server is fast enough. But it's rebooting at the moment, so hey. Let me see, what time is it right now? It's 1. Okay. Alright, we'll go back in. Yeah, there's hardly anybody happening in there. Oop. Just seeing. Yeah, it just went quick. Very quick, in fact. Okay. Yeah, there's some food over there. So, I don't know what will happen now. Since a lot of people has been booted out of the game, either a lot of people are going to quit right now, or 2, it's going to be flooding back in with a lot of people again. But then again, there's a lot of people like me who's going to stay up late. Now, let me check the uptime again, see if I reach to the 3-hour mark. Not yet. I should relax because it just rebooted. So I won't be being attacked like immediately or something. There's also a possibility that there will be new players that just shows up out of nowhere and say, hey, you know what? We're gonna come inside now that it's not full or something. Oop. Yep, you see? 44 already. It's flooding fast again. Maybe like 5 more minutes more and then I'll check the state of the server. And I bet it's going to be around 90 or 80 or something. Maybe even not full server. But maybe around 80 most likely. Because it is late after all. On my time zone at least. My guess is that when I got back in, it went to morning, so lucky me. The more daytime, the better. I wonder how many times the server reboots itself in a day, I mean. Is it just one time, or is it multiple times? Something I always wondered about. I am bloody confused. It kicked me out again. Was there like another bootage or something? That'll be odd. Man, this is the most action I gotten so far this night. Getting booted out of the game. But oh well. At least I told you a lot more information about myself. US 2, not going for US 2. I haven't even started any dino in that one. I mainly end up using that one as like a testing ground kind of thing for me. But who knows? There's no dino on that yet, I think. I haven't checked yet, but we'll see. I'm just surprised that my Diablo is still alive. Okay. Yeah, it was rebooted again. Huh, I wonder why. Of course, it's gonna load up pretty fast now. I'm pretty sure this is morning again, so... I didn't travel too far. But I do have the same hunger level. Now, I have to admit, when it comes to dinosaur games, I wish I did play it as a kid. The Lost World Jurassic Park game for the PS1 was one of those. I really wish I had the opportunity to even play that game. The other dinosaur game I wish I did play it as a kid was Warpath. I wish I played... Boy. Insert Noaru emote right here. Unfortunately, I don't think I can on my phone. Maybe I'll just put a random emote going, what? Yeah, put this little snowman smug thing. I have no idea. I just have no idea. That's the third time I've been booted out. If it happens again, I give up. And I'll stream another day, I guess, on this same dino for all things. Well, I'll go to Carno actually next time. See how that goes. We'll see, we'll see. Hopefully we get this right. I don't know what's going on here. I mean, yeah, I know. The only dinosaurs I encountered was basically a dead para and sounds of an Oro. That's it. Let's refresh again. I don't know why it keeps booting out. If it boots one more time, though, then I'll call it quits, because somehow, some reason it's going that way. I definitely need to check out in US2 though, see if there's anything there. If there isn't, log out and save it for another day. Man, I keep getting the US2 and the EU ones. However, hardly anybody ever goes in those. Just saying. We'll just have to see how this goes. And one more time and I'll just call it quits. Maybe there's something wrong with the servers. Strange though that the bootage is happening this late. But then again, maybe daylight savings changed a lot of things. Who knows? Already, there's people coming in there again. 17 people already. But like I said, one more and I'll just call it quits. Yeah, again, I lost my food. But yeah, Warpath was another Dino game I wanted to play. Jurassic Park Warpath. I wish I got to play that game too. What other dinosaur games I wish I did play, but never got the chance? Let me think on that actually. At the time, it was Dinosaur, the PS1 game. I actually wanted to play that. But at the time, I didn't have the PS1. Later on, I ended up getting a copy of the disc. But as, like somewhere at 18 years old or so, I don't know. I ended up getting one. Somehow, I ended up getting it. The thing is that I swiped it from my brother. The reason why is that he was basically breaking a lot of things. And I didn't want him to destroy something that rare. I told my mom anyway that I did swipe it from him and she was okay with it. So yeah. And besides, even to this day he doesn't know how to play consoles. He's in a special case kind of thing. So I managed to keep at least that rarity with me. Of course, after I beat it, hey, I was saying, that was it? That's all what the game can offer? I mean, in a way, it was like, I expected more from it. But, hey, it happens. I played it, it was okay, but I wish it was a lot longer for a dinosaur game. You know, it's the Disney dinosaur game for the PS1. I did play another interactive Disney's dinosaur game, but that was like when I was a kid, that is. I had like multiple mini games in it, like some sort of chess looking mini game. There's create your own dinosaur, a couple of learning facts about dinosaurs, pairing up lemurs, things like that. That was one of my other dinosaur games I had when I was a kid, actually. Now, what other dinosaur game I wished I played when I was a kid? I don't think there's any others. And I did see a lot of playthroughs of certain other YouTubers who played dinosaur games. That's the thing. Of course, I know one of the most famous ones, the Gaming Beaver. I did see a lot of his playthroughs of dinosaur games. But the thing is that when it comes down to games that he played and what I wish I played, I don't know. There's the NES Jurassic games, but I don't know. Maybe I wouldn't be interested too much. I don't know. The Warpath game, I actually found out that from Beaver, actually. I have to be honest. Same with the Lost World Jurassic Park PS1 game. I didn't know these existed until he actually did that Jurassic month. It's how I got introduced to even these games I didn't even know that existed. and wish I did play as a kid. Now, I wish that in our console generation, in general, had more dinosaur games, especially when it came to Jurassic World and Fallen Kingdom that just came out recently. We didn't get too many Jurassic Park games. Godzilla games is another thing, but hey. If anything, we got 2 Jurassic World mobile tie-ins and 1 console game. Now, the console game is pretty good. I still like Operation Genesis a lot more, just saying. But it was good as it was. But I wish that we had more Jurassic games. Now, granted, there's like a VR experience, which will be something I will play, but that'll be on my own time because it's pretty short. I cannot exactly just play a VR game for like 3 hours or so, and it's pretty short. I cannot do that, that's for sure. What else that came out for the Jurassic World stuff? I don't think there's that many other things, actually. I honestly think there's not many out there. I know there was like a cheap VR game that you could buy from stores, but it was pretty mediocre, so I know for sure I didn't bother with it. But other than that, I don't think there was any others. The most games we gotten was the Jurassic Park ones. Lost World had another big wave, and Jurassic Park 3 had a lot of games too, for PC mainly, but still. It was a lot of games that came out on those times, but when it came to Jurassic World and Fallen Kingdom, hardly any showed up. Only 2 mobile game tie-ins as well as 1 console game. And that was it. As well as a VR experience, yeah. I'll count that anyway. But that's it. I kind of wish there was more to it. I wish there was more dino games that just came out in there. But like I said, I wish that more dinosaur games just came out like crazy. I'll tell you one thing. Yeah, as a kid, I wish I did play the Dino Crisis 1 and 2 games. I did play Dino Crisis 3 as a kid, though. I'll admit that. But I did wish I played Dino Crisis 1 and 2 and even Dino Stalker, which was also part of the Dino Crisis series. In a way, it's kind of like a side story around the events of Dino Crisis 2, if I remember correctly. It's one of those games I wish I played. In fact, that's the one game from the Dino Crisis series I have yet to play. I played the first one, the second one, and the third one, but not Dino Stalker. And it's like a first-person shooter kind of game. But I am curious of playing it one day. If I ever find a copy of it, I'll try to play it on my PS2 and see how that goes. If I'm lucky, my friend did show me how it works, and even plays PS2 games. So, if anything, I could play games from my PS2, which will be awesome. But we'll see how that's gonna go whenever I get such things. Another food bush. So yeah, that's another game that I wish I played as a kid, but never got the chance until I ended up becoming older, or even never got to play yet. Dino Stalker is one of them. What else that I have yet to play as a kid and even now? I'm trying to figure this out. Now, while I know the Turok series is a cool series and all that, I was not really interested in playing Indian Man shooting dinosaurs and such. If anything, I was more interested in playing as a dinosaur. I have to be honest. If anything, games that you play as a human kind of made me dull. But unless it was Dino Crisis. Dino Crisis was good. Oh. Almost saw it. Yeah, that was the one game I was okay with playing as a human. Because at least you get to see these awesome dinosaurs trying to kill you and all that. And you have to figure out ways to either go around them or just fight them. I don't know. At the time, I was playing Dino Crisis 3 in easy mode, so hey. I did try to do it in a harder difficulty, but as a kid, I just couldn't bear it. And the thing is, I think at one time, I thought that if I go on a harder difficulty, I'll unlock different scenes. I think there was, but it was in a particular point of the game, and it was a very hard place to get to. I kept losing my continues like crazy just by trying to get to it. And unfortunately, I ended up having game overs before I ended up achieving that, which sucks. I might have to try to find videos of that, maybe. Who knows? I could play Dino Crisis 3 still in my Xbox, but I'd rather play the first two Dino Crisis before going for Dino Crisis 3 for Xbox if I ever had to stream those things. Who knows? The good thing is I do have Dino Crisis 1 and 2 in my PS3, and if I'm able to do what Mobiner told me to do with the device when I ever order it, I'll try to stream it. Sure, I could emulate it, but to be honest, I'm not good with setting up emulators. I tried to even emulate the arcade Lost World Jurassic Park. I tried to, but I just couldn't make it work. Man, it was just too dumb. But still, at least I managed to play it in arcades. I'd still need to beat the Lost World Jurassic Park arcade. I beat the first Jurassic Park arcade game through emulator online. And I did beat the third Jurassic Park 3 arcade in an actual arcade. It was actually much easier than even Lost World. I did beat it in one go. I had like $20 and I used all $20 just to beat that, and I beat it. And I did play the new arcade game of Jurassic Park. It was fun, I'll have to admit. And I beat the game, that's for sure. But other than that, the only arcade game I yet to beat is Lost World. And I tried to emulate it, but unfortunately it wouldn't let me. I was just too dumb, maybe. Maybe if I try again, maybe I could, but I don't know. I'd rather just go to a actual arcade and actually try to beat it. The good thing is I do know of an arcade that still has it. And there's two, actually. Two places. One is an arcade I know around my area. And it's one of the few arcades that's still open to the public. And two is the Orlando. You know, where the Islands of Adventures and all it is. There's actually an arcade over there. I don't know for sure they still have it, but it was one of the places I seen that has it. So it's one of those two areas I will try my best to actually beat those things at last. Who knows? But if I can't find them anymore, I have no choice but to try to emulate it. Because there is emulations of the arcade games, after all. People just get the hold of those files and actually manage to put it in the computer. Which I'm okay with, that's the thing. How else can we actually access these lost titles? other than from emulation. Sometimes when you try to find a certain game, it's just not easy. Even find a physical disc is not easy. Heck, ever since regretting the fact I beat Trapasser with cheats, I tried to play it again, but at the time, the disc was destroyed thanks to my brother. He ended up scratching the disc, I think, with a pencil. No, not pencil, with a pen. And he just wrecked that thing. I think he did the same thing with my Dinosaur Battles game as well. Let me drink a bit first. So yeah, you see why I ended up swiping the Disney Dinosaur game from him. Because he did that to my games. Destroying those two games for all things. He even nearly destroyed, no wait. He even destroyed one of my Monopoly games. It was just pure Monopoly. Nowadays I have like the Jurassic World Monopoly game, the Pokemon Monopoly game, Dragon Ball Z Monopoly game. And Monopoly Junior with dinosaurs. I'm also planning to get the Godzilla Monopoly one whenever I find it and actually have the money for it. I also plan to get a couple other board games, but hey, that's me. Oh yeah, that's another thing I had as a kid. Board games. Back then, I actually had the Jurassic Park and Lost World board games. As a kid, I was actually having fun with them. Sure, the buildings were pretty fragile, but I didn't really care. I tried to fix them with tape at times as well. So yeah, it was a thing. I took pretty good care of it until my mom decided to destroy them. Because she was a cleaning nut at the time. And in the process, she swept my board games like crazy and I lost most of my pieces. And ended up losing all the whole board game in general. Which sucked. Nowadays, it's hard to track those things down. The one board game from Jurassic Park I have, other than the Monopoly one, is Jurassic Park 3. I actually ended up ordering it from eBay. It's not easy to actually get certain things. And of course, the Jurassic Park board game itself is pretty expensive. One of these days, I had to get lucky by someone giving me the actual game, or two, I had to get lucky on getting it from eBay in a good price. Same thing with the Lost World one. I heard a Oro. But yeah. Those were the things I used to have. I also had a little pinball machine of Jurassic Park. And I mean Jurassic Park. It was a little electronic thing for my off time. I actually enjoyed it. Of course, I preferred the arcade Jurassic Park games. I actually loved them. If anything, I would love to play again those arcade ones again. And the one that is definitely the most recognizable is the first Jurassic Park pinball game. I love the hell out of that one. And whenever I get the chance, if I ever get the chance to play that again, I'll be happy to. It was just too good. I know the Gaming Beaver has one, so he's one lucky guy to actually have that. I actually wonder if he actually ended up getting to play the Lost World one, though. Because I know there's one out there that's the Lost World Jurassic Park version. I know that for sure. I know there's also the 1998 Godzilla one. You know, the Zilla one. I know there's one of that, so I also want to play that that pinball game. So basically, yeah, I want to play those 3 pinball games. It's surprising that Zen or whatever it's called didn't try to replicate the old pinball games, because obviously it's not easy. I know for sure there's like even some emulators that try to replicate those pinball machines, which is pretty cool. That's the thing. The things people do. I would love to play those, but the thing is that I suck at trying to set up an emulator, so unfortunately I just couldn't do it. Either I find somebody who's good at trying to do emulators, or 2, I actually get to learn how to get it right without messing up my computer or anything. I don't know. I'll just have to figure things out when I ever get the chance. I also ended up getting like a emulated version, not emulated, like actual files of Jurassic Park Operation Genesis. Unfortunately, those files got damaged due to the fact that for some odd reason, at one point, Windows ended up updating it and somehow corrupted Operation Genesis. And it was unresponsive. I had no choice but to delete and reinstall it. But for some odd reason, even I reinstalled it, I couldn't get it to work. And then the page I got it from ended up getting shut down. It sucked. I kind of wish I wished I got another. Here's what I wished for. I wish I could have copied the files into a flash drive. I should have done that. And 2, what's it called? Let's see. Put in a backup thing, things like that. Not only that, I had the nasty habit of deleting the old files and putting in new files where I shouldn't. That might have been another reason why I fucked up my files. Stupid reasons, that's all. There's a food bush down there. There's a lake over there, but I don't know for sure it's a good lake or safely or anything. I could try to explore that big lake over there though. Just because maybe we'll find more dinosaurs there. In fact, how many people are online? 57. Not as much. It's basically less than half, more than half what it used to have. It was like 83 if I remember correctly when I checked, when it had more people here. But now it's basically it's basically half. Smell again because I don't know where the food is. There's a food bush right here. Yeah. Here's a personal goal. I'm gonna go all the way over there on that area. See if there's any other dinos. At this point, I may as well try to find other dinos. I don't want to just, you know, wander around for another rest of my time not finding anything. Plus, I do need water. Alright, let's go that way. If anything, I might encounter another dinosaur. Aloes, and I'll end up seeing a pack of them. I will try to stand my ground because at this point I've been deprived for a long time. I may as well at least just fight because why not? Now, if it's an Apex, obviously I'll run because there's no way I'll be able to take on an Apex unless I'm in a group. But even as a group, it's not going to be easy. Can you actually take down an Apex in a group? I think it's possible, but it's just not easy. Huh. Of course, we're going into the swamp again. I swear. Oh, hello, Katana. How you been? Let me guess. You're having fun in Lost Belt? I know I didn't start yet. I'll have to do a stream about Lost Belt tomorrow. That's for sure. I'm doing well so far. The only action I've been dealing with is basically boot outs at this point. I've just been walking around with this guy and not much happening. The good news is at least my settings is fixed, so the game is running smoother in stream. But yeah. Ah, so that's what you're doing. Okay, I get it. I'm doing the same thing at the moment as well. Since I got like 2 servants to level up. One of them I got lucky on the author banner. It was a raid up with author and Waver, and guess who I got? Waver for all things. I ended up getting Waver for all things. I said, no, what? Screw it. I'll use him. I'll big time use him. But I have to level him up first before I need to finish Shiki first, then I'll have to do Waver. And then after I do that, I have to grail Erishagal, since I got 1 grail for her. Other than that, that's all I'm going to be doing at the moment until tomorrow. Because, well, not tomorrow. I don't know for sure. The next stream will definitely be Fate Grand Order, I'll tell you that. I'm looking forward to actually playing Fate Grand Order again. Especially since Lost Belt is out there. So, hey. I want to at least get done with Lost Belt before the next event. Which I know it's going to be another rerun. But then again, worst case scenario is actually playing the Lost Belt during the event. But we'll see how that's going to go, that's for sure. Ooh-wee, ooh-wee. I swear, if I see Shrek here and he says, get out of my swamp, I'm running. I'm also expecting like a Spinosaurus or something here, but never really is any. But then again, I think in the official servers there's no Spinosaurus. On the other servers, possibly. Okay, how in the world? Water is not even here. Water is over there. And yet I could drink from the ground. I am confused. Must be wet grass or something. Man, oh man. Let me see. Yeah, I'm pretty good at this point. Let me just lay down. Let me see my uptime. Uptime. Yeah, almost there. I gotta say, I think we're not gonna have that much action here. I think I have to change the title on stream in YouTube to not saying how long my hoverboard lasts. Instead, it's gonna be called "Is there any action for my hoverboard" or something? I don't know, because I haven't even seen anything. But then again, I think the server is close to dead. I don't know. It's 61 now. There's a lot more people now. At this point, I'm searching for more dinosaurs at this point. I guess that my goal is to actually find a dinosaur before I end up ending stream. Which I'm almost there to the third hour. And of course it's gonna start to go to nighttime. Oh boy. Oh well. I just can't wait to actually get to the point where I get to get back onto Lost, to actually go on Fate Grand Order and start Lost Belt. At the same time, I also looking forward to actually doing other things besides Fate Grand Order. Now, obviously, I'm gonna try to make sure I try to play this game as well. After this guy, most likely I'll go back to my Carno and actually see how long that guy lasts. And the thing is, I think he will last a lot less than this one right here because... Ooh-wee, my Carno nearly died multiple times the last time. Despite a laggy mess when I checked out the video. I think that's how it was before on all my other streams. I wish I knew, but hey, it happened. At least I fixed this problem. Now it seems that the stream is taking it well. Other than that, I'm also looking forward to actually finishing No Delivery. I still have no idea of how to finish that level though, because the problem is I'm stuck in a certain point. I don't know how to continue it. But once I beat it, hey, that'll be one less game to deal with. I know for sure I might be pretty close to finishing it. I'm pretty sure I am pretty close to finishing it. And I have to admit, it's been quite a crazy game, I have to admit. But I like it. It's pretty good of a game. I just can't wait to actually beat it. And then we'll go to another game after that. But yeah, let me just sit down a bit. Mother Miko, I press F. And of course we actually went onto the beach for all things. Wow. Man, just blindly just walking around, just something else. Alright, let me just see the uptime again. I have a feeling we only have a few minutes left. Yeah, we only got a few minutes. May as well just do the last couple of minutes by just talking, I guess. But yeah. Ah, boy. When it comes down to it, I guess when it comes to streaming, obviously I'm gonna try more. I'm gonna do more at this point. If anything, I'll try to do stream tomorrow. But if I can't, I must be busy. I will try to stream Fate Grand Order, obviously. I need to deal with Lost Spell after all. After that, another No Delivery. And then after that, Neptunia. And then go back to the Isle. If Neptunia and No Delivery finishes, because those are the two games that has a story base but has an ending, I'll actually put on another game on those. For Neptunia, a game from PS4, because I do have the Elgato, so I'm gonna try to use the Elgato to play a game on that one. Take a break from Neptunia after I beat it, after all. And then after if I beat No Delivery, I got a werewolf detective game that I have in my PC, so I could continue from there. You notice a bit of a pattern. For one it turns to one anime game, and it could be another anime game, because I'll give you that hint on the PS4 game. It'll be another anime game. And in the what's it called? No Delivery, it is horror based and all that, but the detective one is pretty much with monsters and fairy tale characters, things like that. It maintains a serious tone, I guess, if that makes sense. So I'll have that there. Also, if the Elgato works out well, I'll make a return of Jurassic World Evolution. I still haven't beat that DLC of Dr. Wu, and I haven't even got the other DLCs yet. So the first thing I'm gonna do, obviously, is to get the Dr. Wu thing first done, and then consider buying all the other DLCs and stream whatever it is in there. But we'll see. Of course, my dino's basically hungry again. Alright, let's just let's see, which is the H button? I keep pressing the wrong button. Let me hover my phone a bit. If anything, I could actually be spotted or anything. Not now, phone. Ah, there's another bush over there. But yeah, a lack of action this time. That is actually very much a first, I think. Yeah, sure, a couple of times when I stream the Isle, not much happens sometimes. But when it does, it shows up. But this time, hardly anything. Wow. I'm actually surprised. I'm actually genuinely surprised. I'm definitely going to change the title of the thing in my thing. In YouTube, I mean. Changing it to, like, is there any action for my Hogovore? Or something like that. I don't know. I don't want to make it an awkward title or anything. But yeah. Another food bush. I swear, if my Hogovore does not die on the next run, I may as well kill it. Because I'm not doing anything with this guy. I'm just basically just running around doing whatever. And I want to advance to the next stage before the recode, after all. Let me check on the timing. Man, it's already 1:51. Let me do a uptime again. Yeah, it's almost time. It's pretty much almost time. But yeah, that's what I plan to do when it comes to my streams. I just hope that I wrap up Neptunia soon. I think I'm on chapter 7, I think. Of course, I need to do some leveling up on that one. I definitely need to do that because, ooh wee, that's gonna be crazy. Obviously, I won't. It's gonna be a while until I actually beat it. Okay, Katana. See you soon, okay? Look forward to seeing you again. That's for sure. But yeah. Other than that, I definitely gonna have to work on Neptunia on its grinding. I have to, and also unlocking some things. Unfortunately, I'm back to the original cast. I'm back on the 3 original girls that I started in the game, and I bet we're gonna end up getting those other characters back, like for example, all the other goddesses. But for now, we just have to deal with not having them around. I just have a feeling that I will get them back eventually. Other than that, I hope to find a way to actually progress in no delivery because I am indeed stuck. In a moment, I may as well just farm on tickets and try to get some stuff before I end up doing anything major in it. And then if I'm still stuck and not able to progress, I may as well look at a guide and actually figure out how to progress from that because I'm actually stuck and don't know what to do. I think I have to destroy those cameras. There is a camera in a certain room that I can't even reach it. And I have to get there somehow. I think something to do with the cameras I have to destroy and actually progress. I know for sure I have to deal with that red man. I have to deal with that red man, and then I had to deal with the guy who has locked himself in the closet. At least I think it's a closet. And then I get whatever else I need from that guy, I guess. Or possibly even getting 2 items, because maybe the red guy will give me something, and the guy from the closet will give me something too. Who knows? You never know. I know there's like certain things I need to do, but I have to progress on that one area somehow. Other than that, Fate Grand Order Lost Belt, looking forward to. Already, even the title screen and even the music that you usually hear changed big time. But I love it. That's the thing. The music on Fate Grand Order is just amazing. I just love it. And of course, Honkai, don't know when it's gonna update, but it's gonna happen soon. Alright then. I think enough time has passed. I'll check one more time on uptime. Yep, 3 hours. Might as well do the log off thing. So a dinosaur shows up and attacks me. I'll be surprised, but who knows. Just doing the log off thing now. Still though, this is the one time that we have no action. But hey, at least I given you a lot of info from me, that's for sure. About what I did like in the past, things like that. Who knows? Things from my childhood. And what's it called? What I plan to do on my streams. I plan to do more streams eventually, so we'll see. Hopefully tomorrow I'll be able to stream. But if I don't, well, it's mainly because either I'm very tired or something came up. One of the two. Log off. I heard a little AI there. My guess is somebody's there, but unfortunately, it's too late. I'm out. Alright then. I guess this is how I'm gonna end it. Oh boy. So the next time I come back to the Isle, going back to my Carno, that's gonna be one crazy adventure, I'll tell you that. But other than that, yeah. I'm looking forward to playing that Packy, that's for sure. Once I ended up losing my, you know. But we'll see how that's gonna go. I just can't wait. I just can't wait to actually start more stuff soon. Just hope that I do a lot more stuff when it comes to streaming. Anyway, oh boy, I almost choked on my throat. Ugh. I need to drink a little more water. But yeah, I hope you had a good one, and I hope to see y'all later. See you, everyone. Ah, good water. And also, be safe out there, okay? Just staying home, if anything.